On this 4th of July, Rocky's annual Independence Day fireworks is just minutes away. We are looking at Coors Field. We're waiting for it all to begin. We'll also stream the show live on 9 News Plus. You can download the app on your TV and watch for free. Thanks for joining us on this holiday evening. I'm Rachel Krause. Well, you know what the 4th of July is all about. American flags, food, and of course, fireworks. 9 News reporter Shalima Maharaj just moved from Canada, and this is her first ever 4th of July. So we sent her out to learn what the day is all about.
Yeah, it definitely has been one of the most enjoyable fact-finding missions that I've ever been on. We got a chance to hear from a lot of people, definitely decked out in the stars and stripes, offering me a few fashion tips, so I will be ready for next year. But we have been hearing about a lot of communities swapping fireworks for drone shows, but we took a little bit of an informal survey around here and found that fireworks still take the cake. Under the searing hot sun, crowds are decked out in their patriotic best. Outside the Aurora Municipal Center for a 4th of July spectacular. It's a feast for the eyes, ears, and stomach, capped off with fireworks.
This is Bristol, our youngest granddaughter, and this is Ellie, my 16-year-old granddaughter.
And Ellie just happens to share a birthday with America.
We convinced her every year that the fireworks for her birthday, and one year we were sitting watching the fireworks show in Paris, and she goes, "Papa, how do people in Paris know it's my birthday?" So I sent an email.
Finding fireworks on the 4th of July is a must for them.
The drone shows are amazing with the technology behind it, but nothing better than good old fireworks.
Herbert Fulson feels the same.
They blowing up in the air, and busting, especially the big ones, and the boom, you know what I'm saying?
And there is nothing better than sharing the experience with his grandsons.
Now drones, like my other grandson say, he didn't know what a drone fireworks was, you know what I'm saying? So I don't either, you know what I'm saying? All we know is fireworks.
While some cities are replacing fireworks with drone shows, Aurora is holding on to the long-standing tradition this year.
That is something that, we talk about as an entire city. It's something that our community looks to have each year, and it's something that goes actually to our council.
No complaints here. Nostalgia wins for Herbert Fulson. He says he can't imagine the 4th of July without fireworks.
It's not tradition, at least not in my generation.
Now, one community that is swapping fireworks for drones is Aspen. In fact, they are holding a show featuring 800 synchronized drones this year. They say that as a result of it being so dry outside and because of environmental concerns, those are some of the reasons why they have opted for something different. Live in Aurora, Shalima Maharaj, 9 News.
So Shalima, what do you think? Drones or fireworks?
Fireworks. I'll go with that.
A very American answer. I like it. Thanks so much, Shalima. Well, some storms briefly put a damper on today's 4th of July celebrations. This one hit Castle Rock this afternoon. 9 News meteorologist Corey Rappenhagen joins us now. And Corey, it seems like those storms cleared up well ahead of the fireworks.
Yeah, very few people got to see the fireworks display from Mother Nature. Keith Schneider there in Castle Rock got to see a little bit of action, but it really didn't cover a lot of ground today. So we've kind of in the clear from those storms. The high temperatures across the area today, 91 in Greeley, 88 in Boulder, only 86 out at Denver International Airport. It hit 89 here at the 9 News studios, 89 in Grand Junction, 92 in Trinidad. So we had some pretty warm temperatures out there today, and we will again tomorrow. Looking at the radar picture across the state, we're all clear, ready to rock and roll with those fireworks everywhere across the state, except for the northeast corner, only spot that has a little bit of rain coming through the area still at this hour. Here's the forecast for tomorrow in Denver. We'll have quite a bit of sunshine early on. Clouds start to form in the afternoon again. Temperatures making it up to about 90 degrees. We'll have a few isolated showers, maybe even some scattered showers, about a 40% chance to get some measurable rain in your area tomorrow. I'll have more on that forecast as well as these temperatures coming up in the full forecast, which is in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Corey. A devastating situation in Central Texas tonight. Within the last hour, we've learned that at least 25 people have now died after a month's worth of rain fell in just a matter of hours. Many more are still missing, notably roughly 24 girls attending a summer camp. At least 10 inches of rain poured down overnight in Kerr County. That's northwest of San Antonio. Since the storm started early this morning, many people were caught off guard, still sleeping when the Guadalupe River spilled over its banks. The fast-flowing river was powerful enough to sweep homes away. People there are at a loss.
I wanted to cry when we drove over the bridge. I was like, this is horrible. So bad. We've never seen it this bad before. We've had flooding, not to this extent. It's a catastrophe.
Texas officials say over 230 people have been rescued so far, over 160 of those by helicopter. Rescue operations will continue tonight and tomorrow morning. New tonight, a woman from Denver is facing murder charges in a 16-year-old cold case out of California. Police in Union City, which is in the Bay Area, announced charges against 46-year-old Angela Ondudo this week. They're connected to the death of a newborn girl whose body was found in a dumpster in May of 2009. Police say Ondudo was considered a person of interest during the initial stages of the investigation. They say advanced DNA analysis led to the new charges all these years later. Ondudo is being held in custody here in Denver as police work to send her case to California to face those charges. An overnight homeless shelter in Loveland is shutting down. The city announced yesterday that the South Railroad facility shelter near Fairgrounds Park will close by the end of September. The shelter opened in spring of 2023 in response to a camping ban that had passed the year before. That ordinance requires the city to provide shelter before enforcing the ban on public property. But a relatively new Supreme Court ruling now allows them to clear camps without having available shelter space. So the city will propose updates to the ordinance this summer and then close the shelter that they say was always meant to be temporary.
The railroad facility was never meant to be a permanent facility. That's why we put tents in there. We also put tents in there so that it could expand and contract as necessary and as needed, depending on what that need was.
The city points out that they also have the Loveland Resource Center, which offers daytime support services, as well as a street outreach program. Well, when you're in school, an unexpected expense can have a big impact. That's why Community College of Aurora is offering grants to help students handle certain emergency situations. They're giving out small amounts of money to help with things like medical bills, car repairs, or housing instability. The school was recently awarded a $10,000 grant to keep carrying out this program. They say it can help prevent an unexpected financial hardship from derailing a student's education. Deputies believe a small fire that burned about a quarter of an acre near Superior was likely sparked by a cigarette. The Boulder County Sheriff's Office arrested a 37-year-old man for arson. The fire started around 7:30 last night along Highway 36 near the Big Superior Highway sign. Mountain View Fire Rescue crews were able to quickly put out the flames. They say the man they arrested is experiencing homelessness. They found him in a ditch near where that fire started. Well, up in the mountains, Leadville didn't end the night with fireworks because they never got them. This afternoon, the town's Lions Club announced the cancellation of their fireworks show. The fire department says they were mistakenly delivered to Telluride, 250 miles away. It would like being Denver's fireworks being delivered to Grand Junction. We reached out to the Lions Club for more information about how this happened. We're waiting to hear back. Well, it's illegal in Colorado to set off fireworks that leave the ground, but not in Wyoming. An exit on I-25 just beyond the border is filled with fireworks stores. Today, our crew set a timer for 30 minutes and counted the drivers with Colorado plates that took the service road leading to those stores. In that stretch, they counted 462 cars from Colorado.
It sucks you can't get it in, Colorado, but if I gotta come across the border to get it, I will.
May I be frank? We like to blow up. We don't want that stuff that spins around the ground. We want the stuff that goes up in the sky and boom.
And get this, a place called Phantom Fireworks in Wyoming even sent out coupons to people in Colorado for fireworks that are illegal to fire off in the state. That's one way to drive in traffic. On this 4th of July, the Rockies' annual Independence Day fireworks show is just about to get underway. We'll be streaming the fireworks live on 9 News Plus, and you can download the app on your TV and watch for free.